Hey guys, my name is Devin. This is Spiritual Guitar. It's Saturday morning over here, and today we have our first student request. This song is going to be El Camino de la Serpiente by Julian Herreros, which translates for me to the road of the serpent or the road of the snake. This one's been a little bit challenging, so I'm very grateful that Brant requested this song. The reason it's challenging for me is I'm not really finding a pattern in the way that Julian is playing his right hand. The song is a bit more linear than like modular, as in like I'm not hearing a specific verse and a specific chorus and specific blocks of the song that I can arrange and put together. He's really putting a lot of feeling into it, and it seems to me that he's just kind of going, just flowing, and it's just, he's a great example of the difference between a classical player, whereas I'm just focused on, or I was just focused on technique and playing things properly and playing the right accurate pattern, not deviating from that too much. So if I'm playing my thumb, my middle, and my index, I'm always playing them in that order. When he's playing it, he switches it up a little bit. It's not sloppy sounding or anything like that. I think it really brings to the song some authenticity and shows me in this journey that I'm on now, as I'm learning this type of music, that we're not looking for perfection. The way that you're playing the notes, if you're not hitting them exactly right or exactly how the pattern in the right hand should be, that's totally okay. It sounds amazing when he plays it. So this has been a great opportunity for me to kind of see how I can bend the rules, be a little bit more relaxed. I'm even doing that with this video right here. One of the things I've been working, and we're going to get to the lesson in a second, I even told myself that I wasn't going to do a long preamble and get into like philosophy here, but I just cannot help it, and hopefully it helps you guys too. As I'm going through this like journey, we'll call it, and I'm creating the Patreon and the YouTube, I'm also working like a full-time job, so 9 to 5, with my commutes like 10, 12 hours a day, so I'm squeezing this stuff in nights and weekends, and I'm finding myself, I can get caught in this trap of overthinking and thinking and not doing. So, for example, like this request came in probably a month and a half ago, and I've been just working on the song as well as the rest of my repertoire and working other lessons and just trying to manage all of this in my life in general, and was just finding I wasn't making the progress that I thought I should be making for this. So I don't want to be caught in this trap of just thinking and not doing this. I think that there's value in just, turning on my computer, picking up my guitar. I set up the microphone. We'll see if I can get good audio with this. I'm not worried too much about the setup. We might be just dealing with iPhone audio if the mic doesn't come. But that's okay, because we're not thinking, and we're going to get through the lesson. Brant, you're going to get a lot out of this. I'm going to do my best at least. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put this up on YouTube or not, or if it's just going to be a Patreon song, but I really hope that more people request these songs, and maybe I'll just do a casual Saturday morning format. Like I got my coffee with me. We're just going to hang out this morning, and we're going to learn the song together. So I'm just going to kind of play the YouTube video, go through it, pause it, work on it, show you my process, and give you some tips and tricks on how to play it. And hopefully this is a helpful format for you. Hopefully it encourages and inspires more people to give me some more requests. And if I do put this on YouTube, I'll be sure to link my Patreon down below. So there's a free membership as well as a $5 a month option. Just sign up, hit me up with a request, and I'm happy to do this. And hopefully we'll have more Saturdays together. So let's get into it. This is El Camino de la Serpiente by Julian Herreros. And I'm just going to play it like this.
Ya, pero lo que quiera.
Ya.
All right, so the intro. How he's starting this. We're in the G. So he's playing the first or the lowest 4 strings. E string, A string, D string, G string. There's never a time when I'm going to make a video and Daya's not going to want to come say hi. Hey buddy, you want to say hi to the camera? Here. I know. I don't know if you guys can see him with the camera view, but He gets very concerned when I'm sitting here and talking to myself. He doesn't know I'm talking to people online. So we have our, let's go on the 3rd fret, 6th string, put your 2nd finger down here. That's your G. And then you're gonna put your pinky on the 5th fret on the A string. So it's like as if you were playing a G chord like this, but just with your 1st and 3rd finger, but we're gonna play it with our 2nd and our 4th because we're gonna use this 1st finger as well. On the right hand, so that's our, right? Open D string, open 4th string, open 3rd string. With his right hand, he's going. So basically, he's striking with his thumb, the 6th string, and then with his index finger, D, 4th string, middle finger, G, 3rd string. But he gets a little loose with his thumb, and he's kind of strumming, right? So sometimes I'm hitting just the low 6th string, sometimes I'm hitting the 2 low strings, and sometimes I'm hitting all 3. E, A, D. So what he does is he just lifts up he puts his 1st finger on the 1st fret, 6th string, and he just lifts up his middle finger. Sometimes he does this. Sometimes, I think he does this later on in the song, he just slides down. So in that case, he would have his 1st and 3rd here. Something like that. So that's like the main bulk of when he's singing. He's going from this G, like a power chord. A power chord is just playing the 1st and the 5th. I don't want to get too into theory. It's just playing basically the 2 most common tones in the chord. So it's, right, and we're just playing, then we're playing the open 4th and 5. And he's doing that. Sliding to the F major position, where his 1st finger is on the 1st fret, 6th string, his 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret, 5th string. All right, let's see what he does. Okay, let's call that the B section. I tend to think in things like modularly, so like blocks. So that first he's going. Kind of pauses. So he's staying with that. We'll start with our G. We'll call this the G power chord. 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, 4th finger on the 5th fret, just as we were in that first section. Now take actually, let's make this a little easier and just move your third finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string. First finger is going to go down on the D string on the 4th string on the 1st fret. That's the first dissonant note. So he's playing the G. A little bit of coffee, hold on. It's a little cold at this point, but kind of helps. So he's playing the low G. This is a E flat, so flat 6, or a minor 6, and an open G, 3rd string. So you could say he's going, really you can just play open, so let's start with our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, open D string, open G. All I'm doing is going from the open D to putting my first finger on the 1st fret to give it that dissonant sounding note, or a minor sounding note. And then you're just gonna half bar your first finger because we wanna be playing the C note, which is the 1st fret on the B string. This is the next note in the next sequence. So you half bar your first finger. And now I'm plucking the low 6th string, the G note, index on the 1st fret on that E flat, the flat 6, and then since we have our bar down on the 1st fret also on the B string, or the 2nd string, is your C note. And then we go into a G minor bar chord shape, which is your first finger fully barred. I don't know what your level is, Brant. I gotta connect with you a bit more and get some videos from you. I don't know if you're playing bar chords at this point. They're a little tough for true beginners sometimes, but definitely a good thing to start practicing and to know because we're gonna encounter these a lot. So we have our G minor bar chord, barring your whole first finger on the 3rd fret. Put your 3rd finger on the 5th fret, 5th string, and your 4th finger tucked right underneath it on the 5th fret, 4th string. And we're just gonna, once again, we're typically just playing the 6th string with our right hand, the 4th string, and the 3rd string. Now let's go back. So to transition from here to here, it's a little tricky, right? You can buy yourself a bit more time. This is kind of something he does. Hear that? That was a little, you could, like the classical person in me wants to say that was a little sloppy sounding, but it just gives it a little bit of color and a little bit of variation to the average listener. It sounds nice. So what I did there, instead of jumping straight from here, our G minor chord shape, to our, let's call it the G flat 6, G minor 6, where we have our first finger on that E flat on the 1st fret, D string. I just left my first finger open and would just play just the open D, because that's a little bit easier. So if you just play that open D once, it like gives you an extra second to get your first finger into place. So it's really, as I'm shifting chords, I'm thinking of it, I'm putting my 3rd finger down, worrying about that first, playing the open D, open G, then I worry about putting my first finger down. So very slowly it's, all right, let's see where he goes next. Okay, this might be the hardest part, or the most tricky or challenging part of the whole song. So we're going from... I think that's right. This is a bit tricky. I've listened closely. I've watched his hands. He's going... I think. All right, let's break that down and do it slow. So we're picking up from, we're calling it the B section, what we just covered last, where we're but how does he get into it? I think. So we start or we end from that B section. So I'm going over to my F, putting my first finger on that 6th string, 1st fret. 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 5th string. And then we go into... So what he's basically doing is he's just keeping his middle finger on the low G bass note. This whole song revolves around this note. This is our root note, our bass note, our home bass. We're keeping this in place, and we're just kind of we're gonna walk notes up on the string right below this G. So, right, so our first finger on the 1st fret, a bit of a stretch here. Arch your fingers because we're gonna always need to play this open D string and the open G string. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, and again, he varies this all the time. What sounds good to me right now, though, for the right hand is to go P, I, M, A, P, I, M, A, P, I. And that last PI is going to be 6th string, 4th string. So 6th string, 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 6th string, 4th string. So let's just practice that move. We want to always break things down in little bite-sized, digestible chunks so it's manageable. We can wrap our head around it and practice it properly. We don't want to get lost. So... This is a stretch right here. It's definitely, if you're a little newer, it's not going to be comfortable for you. So let's see how we can simplify that. And basically what we're doing is we're taking our first finger, we're playing this note on the 5th string, 1st fret. Then we're going to the 3rd fret, same string. So, and then back down to the 5th fret. We can also do that Yeah, that's definitely a little bit easier. So let's try it that way. We're gonna go. So instead now, the easier way, so there's a proper way, which I would encourage everybody to work towards, and that's gonna be the big stretch, right? This is going to help you. The more comfortable you can get with these big stretches, the more it's gonna open up your repertoire and you'll be able to play more complicated, more difficult things. For now, if you just wanna learn the song, you don't wanna be overwhelmed by technique, put your third finger on the 6th fret, on the 6th string, 3rd fret, and first finger on the 1st fret, 5th string. Now we're gonna lift everything up. Put your first finger where your 3rd finger was, and put your 2nd finger below it. So we're going. Now, this 4th chord that we're playing, so we're going. Now we're going to put our pinky down, so we're following that same walk. That's what he's doing. So your pinky is going to be on the 6th fret, same string, 5th string, and we're going to put our 3rd finger on the 4th string, 5th fret. This is actually the same note as the open G string. All right. So that little, let's call it the turnaround, where he's turning around to get back to the beginning of the phrase again. So he's going, sliding the whole thing down, not moving anything with your fingers. What's important is he's actually not playing the 6th string anymore. He's going 6th string. Now he's ignoring the 6th string. Let's play that a little bit slower. So we're just sliding down one. Now it's a little bit of a different chord. We're gonna lift everything up. Put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string. First finger on the 1st fret, 4th string. We're playing a C minor chord. It's a regular C chord, right? So you're gonna take this finger here on the C chord and just bring it down one. So let's walk down one more time. Add our first finger in there. Let's do that again. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing in that turnaround, so let's break it down a little bit more slowly. Now just first finger on the 5th string, 1st fret, everything else open. So we're going from that C minor. So C minor, first finger on 1st fret, 5th string, everything else open. 2nd finger down on 4th fret, 4th string, F sharp. Here's a dissonant note. It's kind of triggering that turnaround. And what I think he's doing is he's playing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So he's not going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe he is. It's so hard to tell because I think he plays it differently, different times. So I think we can be flexible with it, and really whatever's sounding better to you in the moment, that's the one that's right. But it's important you land on your 2nd finger. So what he's doing, so he lands on his second finger, land on your second finger, pluck the open G string, now shift second and third finger onto the 5th fret, second finger on 5th string, third finger below it on the 4th string. Second finger, open, second finger, 5th fret, 5th string, third finger, 5th fret, 4th string, pinky down on 6th fret, 6th string, then we're going to pluck where your middle finger is again on this 5th fret, 5th string. Okay, very, very slowly. Very slowly without hitting the wrong note. Into your G minor chord bar position. Let's do that whole thing again very slowly. I think that covers that. Let's move on. So there, he's not going back to the regular G chord when he starts singing. He's playing. He's really playing a G minor. And that's because of this, your first finger here. This is also a G minor, but this is just a different sounding G minor. It works well for this song. So he has his second finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string, first finger, 1st fret, 5th string, 4th finger, 5th fret, 4th string. And then he's playing the open G 3rd string. It gives it like a bit of dissonance underneath. And then I think, yeah, he goes back to the... Basically, I think what he's showing us, and what we can learn from this is, he's just playing a G minor, and he's just deciding, I think, in the moment, if he wants it to sound a little bit different sounding, a little more dissonant, or if he wants it to sound like a regular G minor, right? I just don't know the lyrics, so don't mind me. I'll get there.
Nadando contra la corriente, se abren dos caminos, lengua de serpiente. A veces nadando contra la corriente, se abren dos caminos, lengua de serpiente. Con reggae.
Okay. So he's kind of mixing together the A module and the B. So he's going. Yeah. So he's going from that dissonant sounding G minor to one of the chords that we played earlier in the B section, where we're putting our third finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, half a bar with your first finger, and we're covering 4th string and 2nd string. Back to your G minor. From there, he's just sliding back and forth from the F power chord. Right? Same thing, he's just sliding back and forth. So from there, it sounds like when he wraps up his verse, or his first section of singing, he goes into his turnaround piece, which is like the walk. We'll call it the walk and turn. He's walking up, and then he's turning around. So the walk. Something like that. He's just in his G minor chord. F power chord, the G minor chord, the same that we just did. He's still just going. What did I just miss? Okay, that took me a little longer to figure out than I would like to admit. But we're just going up to 6th fret. So that going up the neck move is he's going from his F power chord to 6th fret, which is our E flat. Our flat 6. So he's barring on the 6th fret, and we're putting our 3rd finger on the 8th fret on the 3rd string, and our pinky right below it. So we're in an E flat minor chord variation. Actually, we're in an E flat major chord variation. And he's just alternating between the 5th string and the 6th string. Take that same chord shape and slide it up 2 frets to the 9th fret, to the 8th fret. So we're going from the 1st fret, F chord, sliding up to the 6th fret, 8th fret, and then the 10th fret. here, we're barring, and we're playing the 6th string, 5th string on the 10th fret. Our pinky is on the 2nd B string on the 11th fret, and our 3rd finger is on the G string on the 3rd, the 3rd string on the 12th fret. All right, let's see where he goes from there.
Y cuando usted mira el camino de la serpiente, ya no tiene marcha atrás. Adelante, 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 nada más. El camino de la serpiente ya no tiene marcha atrás. Adelante, 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 nada más. El camino de la serpiente ya no tiene marcha atrás. Adelante, 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 nada más. El camino de la serpiente ya no tiene marcha atrás. Adelante, adelante, adelante.
All right, he's introducing a little bit of strumming and a little bit of rasgueado, it's called, where you kind of fan your fingers out like that. It sounds like what he's doing is he's leaving his fingers arched and open, so he's really just playing down on the 3rd fret, 6th string, 5th fret, 5th string, 5th fret, 4th string. Your G string should be open. And when he strums, he's still only strumming these lower 4th strings. We're not really touching the B string or the high E string. We're not touching those really. So how are we doing this with the right hand? It's like a down strum. You can use your index, just your index finger, or I hit mostly with my ring finger, my 3rd finger, and really all 3 of them hit. Jeez, how to break this down slowly. So I'm kind of keeping all 3. This was described to me when I was a kid as if you're cupping a ball or an egg in your hand. I don't know if you can see that well, but it's like, that's how my hand, it's like I'm holding gently just a little robin's egg in my hand. And that's how my fingers are when I'm putting them on the guitar, just kind of gently holding that. And kind of keeping in that position, you loosen it up a little bit, like I would have dropped the egg, but you're keeping your fingers as close to this position as you can without going crazy, and just strumming down. So start just the down, and then the back up, I hit it with the back part of my thumb now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up. And then so you get this down, down, up. On that second down, so 1, 2, kind of flick your fingers out one at a time. 3rd finger, 2nd finger first. It sounds like that. That's the rasgueado. Rum, brum. So it's 3rd finger, 2nd finger first. This is just awkward at first. It's weird muscle control. It's probably not going to come naturally. The best I can explain or recommend it is to kind of just slowly force it through. Be really patient. It's going to be sloppy. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to happen though. You'll get through it. I go through the same experience with every new technique. Right now I'm working on like a Gabriella type drum. And it is very awkward for me to do that. It's taken me like literally a year of working through it to I'm finally playing it. It's starting to feel natural. But before it was like just slow, painful, mechanical repetitions until your muscles just get it. They start to connect. I'll do a whole nother video on how to practice and what's going on in here, how to get that to connect quickly. But yeah, it takes some time. So be patient with yourself. So down, ring middle index up, down, ring middle index up, down. Di is giving me the look over here, so I think I'm running a little long. Let's wrap it up. Let's see what we got.
Adelante, 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 nada más. Adelante, 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 nada más.
I know,
A
but
veces nada no
this is the walk up again to the turnaround. We've covered this.
abren dos caminos, lengua de serpiente. Corre que te pillo, traigo mira, mira. Y cuando el camino de la serpiente ya no tiene
Just
marcha
continuing with the walk up and the turnaround.
Camino de la serpiente ya no tiene marcha,
Same thing.
tiene marcha, ya no tiene marcha atrás.
Same thing.
Adelante, marcha atrás, serpiente ya no tiene marcha
And then he's just doing the walk up, turn around, and fading out.
adelante, adelante.
This final move here. It's a nice percussive way to hit the guitar. It's kind of like a kick drum. You're hitting with the flesh of your fingers here. You're hitting right where the strings meet the bridge of the guitar, and it kind of excites the harmonics of the strings while giving this warm, thuddy, kick drum, low sounding percussive sound. So you can just do that open. You can mute the strings, or you can play your G minor chord. You can get pretty hard with it, and this is like a new way of strumming. I've used this. I used to write music for like commercials, and I did one for a hotel in Australia. And I wanted this like super percussive, different way of sounding guitar strum, and I was playing it like this. Right? Cool. That is El Camino de la Serpiente. Thank you for spending my Saturday morning with me. I really enjoyed this. I hope you get some value out of it. Brant, thank you very much for being in the Patreon. Really appreciate you, man. Hope this helps you. Let me know if you want to go over anything else. I hope you have some more song requests coming my way, and I encourage everybody else to sign up and send me some requests as well. My name is Devin. This is Spiritual Guitar. This is Daya. He's ready for a walk. Thank you.